This week All right. Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2022-2023 John Drury High School Radio Awards. For those of you who I have not had the pleasure to meet yet, I'm Zach DeWitz. I'm the general manager of WONC at North Central College and the coordinator of the John Drury High School Radio Awards. I was a student here at North Central College and the station manager of WONC when this awards competition was created in 2003. And every year it continues as a testament to the success and the value of radio at the high school level. And that fills me with so much joy that I can't even describe. We are here today to celebrate the best in high school radio from across the country and to honor the legacy of legendary Chicago broadcaster John Drury. During his illustrious career that lasted more than 4 decades, John Drury focused his efforts on investigative reporting, earning many accolades along the way. I'm very excited to see you all here today, as well as the schools who are watching on our live stream who couldn't make it here to be in attendance. This year, there are more schools participating than ever from more states than ever before. Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Washington State, Michigan, California, South Carolina, Tennessee, Louisiana, and Arizona. So a little story time, which we old people like to tell stories, young guys. When I was your age, I did not have a radio station at my high school. I had always been interested in radio and in broadcasting, but I never had a chance to explore that until I got to college. When I told my mom that I wanted to go into radio and not be a high school history teacher, she gave me a look. As you might imagine, she wasn't thrilled, but she did support me. And luckily, the resources were available to me at North Central, and that helped make my dream become a reality. I used my 4 years here, learning everything I could possibly learn about being on the air, working in a production studio, even radio sales, which when you're on the programming side, radio sales is not the most fun thing, but it is still very valuable. After graduation, a local radio station took a chance on a 22-year-old kid, and I was fortunate to have a 12-year commercial radio career before returning to my alma mater as the advisor. And the experience that you're all getting in high school is vital, not just to those of you who want a future in radio or any other kind of media, be it TV or podcasting or even social media. The practice that you're getting just as public speakers and communicators will give you a great advantage over other people who aren't getting this experience, regardless of the field that you choose to pursue later in life. We are fortunate today to have 2 very accomplished alumni from North Central, both of whom worked at WONC and used their experience here to pursue different goals. They're going to share some stories with you, give you some tremendous insight into the world of professional broadcasting, as well as careers outside of broadcasting, where they've been able to utilize the skills that they learned while at North Central and at WONC. The first of our alumni guests today got their start at WONC and has had a lengthy career in sports broadcasting. Please welcome the voice of the Schaumburg Boomers baseball team and 2003 graduate of North Central College, Tim Calderwood.
I got a confession to make first. To be honest with you, Zach just said I've had a long career in sports broadcasting. I get more nervous for things like this than I do for a game. It's crazy. So just wanted to let you know that. I want to take a second as well to congratulate all of you guys. Zach was talking a little bit about what he wanted to do in high school. I knew from about age 10 that I wanted to be in sports broadcasting. And so I had the opportunity to kind of experience it a little bit in high school as well and get my feet wet and kind of learn some things. And it would have been awesome to have a program like this in place, the Drury Awards. So even if you don't end up coming away with an award today, congratulations. You guys are getting some great recognition and you're doing a lot of great things. So as Zach said, you can take a lot of these skills and move forward with them, whether or not you want to continue in radio or if you want to work on other fields, media or not. A lot of what you're going to learn and as you move forward, you can take from some things that you've grabbed as a high school student. So that's awesome. I want to start out with something that's kind of hit me recently. I don't know if you guys ever know the country artist Cody Johnson, maybe, kind of, sort of. All right. Well, he had a #1 song in 2022. It was called "Till You Can't," and it kind of rekindled some things in me a little bit, because one of the lines in there, it starts with, "If you've got a chance, take it while you have a chance." And then the line after it is, "If you've got a dream, chase it, because a dream won't chase you back." And so those stood with me. They still stand with me. I have been with the Schaumburg Boomers since they started as an organization back in 2012, and it's now 2023. So over 11 years with them, not counting the pandemic season, of course, which everything was canceled for. But I think that it's important to realize that no matter what spot you get to, you can always continue to aspire for more. Like, my ultimate goal is to be in the big leagues. That is my dream. And I think hearing those words, that a dream's not going to chase you back, kind of hit me a little bit, saying, hey, like, I can't wait for this to come to me. I have to go and get it. And when it comes to, when you have a chance, take it. That's what it's all about. When it comes to my experience at WONC and here at North Central, and even really moving up my career ladder, when you have an opportunity that's presented in front of you, use that opportunity, take it, learn from it, because you never know what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you a story. When I came here at North Central in the fall of 1999, I had been doing some work in high school radio, as I mentioned, and I knew that I wanted to be on air. And the great thing that I was able to do right away here was get on air. Zach, do you guys still do double points, triple points?
For overnights.
Okay. So anyway, the very first radio meeting that I came into, I knew I wanted to be in sports, and I knew that I wanted to be on radio. So at the end of the meeting, there's all these open shifts on the wall, and it's always like, oh, we need you to fill, 6 a.m. news. Keep in mind, I'm an 18-year-old, and I'm just in college, but I knew I wanted to be on air. So I started raising my hand, and I ended up finding all these shifts that ended up giving me opportunities just to get on air and just to kind of work through some things. So when I talk about what Cody Johnson says, when you have a chance, take it, that's what I mean. Like, that's a chance for you to get on air. And I always say, however many sports I end up doing, I've done a lot of soccer matches in my career, and you can take little things from soccer and apply them to baseball. You can take things from baseball and apply them to soccer. So when I talk about doing all these traffic shifts and these news shifts to just get my voice out there and get on air, it taught me a lot about how to prepare, and it taught me a lot about what I could learn moving forward and how I can take some of those skills and apply them into what I really wanted to do, which I was able to get into fully about halfway through my freshman year of college. So having known that I was going to want to be a broadcaster in sports for my entire life, I was pretty focused on my dream, right? The dream of being a sports broadcaster, but I was using other chances to help me get to where I wanted to be. And I feel like, as I mentioned earlier too, when you hear those words, a dream won't chase you back, I think you can always keep striving for bigger things, even when you've had an accomplished career like I have, and I've been in sports now for over 20 years. And one of the unique things is my career's kind of taken me all over the country. So from here, I went to Dubuque, Iowa. And from Dubuque, Iowa, I went out to Sanford, Maine, which is in southern Maine. And then I was in Traverse City, Michigan. I was in Avon, Ohio, which is in Cleveland. I was in Gary, Indiana. And now I'm in Schaumburg. And obviously, I'm a Chicago area native. I grew up in Elgin, and I went to school here, so I always wanted to be back in this area. But I think that you can take something from each stop along the way, and it can help you get to the next spot where you're going. So I would just encourage all of you guys to think about those words that Cody Johnson says. If you have a chance, take it, okay? If you want to do something and you get an opportunity, take that chance. You never know what's going to happen. Zach talked about, learning the sales side of things. You might like sales. You never know. But you're not going to know it until you take that chance at it. And I think that when you take a chance, you're learning more and more along the way that can help you get to where you want to go. And certainly there's plenty of chances and opportunities. I mean, the great thing about being here at North Central and at WONC is, it was just kind of like, here you are, go on air. So there wasn't a whole lot of directive. And I still remember, I can tell you point blank some of the mistakes that I've made in some of my first broadcasts that I've ever done. And those things stick with you as memories. But the great thing about it is you can use those to learn, right? And every time you get an opportunity to step back and really evaluate, what you're doing and how you're going, what direction you're taking. You can learn from your mistakes. But the great thing about being here at North Central and WONC was I was allowed to make those mistakes. I didn't have anybody holding my hand. Granted, there was obviously always a station manager and a sports director who were kind of, helping guide the path, but it was still, here's your chance, take it. So I took my chance, and it's led me into a long career in radio that I hope is going to continue. One of the great things about sports radio is I feel like it's always going to be there regardless of the changing medium. Even though in a lot of cases now, like with us in Schaumburg, our broadcasts are now internet based. So we actually have the Frontier League has a TV deal. So we have an internet TV station that carries all of our games from the entire league. So you can still take your skills and move it forward. Now I'm going to leave here in a few minutes and go to a football game. And I always tell the people who are broadcasting our football games, yes, you're on video, but you can take your radio broadcasts and use it on the video side just as well as you could the other way. So there's always going to be an opportunity for you to take things that you have learned along the way and still incorporate them, even if you're in a different version of medium. You're going to hear from someone who's got a podcast coming up here in a few minutes, a podcast that started as a result of their time here at North Central and doing something that they loved, that they've just decided to continue on moving forward, which I think is pretty cool. Even though necessarily the full-time side of things isn't there in that side of that career, but you have the opportunity to still do things that you love. And so, like I said, I would just encourage you to, when you have a chance, take that chance. When you have a dream, keep chasing your dream, because I'm still chasing mine. I'm still having fun. My ultimate dream is, like I said, to be in the major leagues. But for a lot of the players who come through Schaumburg, Schaumburg is their major leagues. So I treat it as the major leagues, even though it's not the major leagues. And it's one of the reasons why I've been there as long as I have, is because I still enjoy going behind the microphone every night. And I don't know how much you guys know about baseball broadcast, if there's a lot of sports fans out there or not, but the game of baseball is different every day. And that's what I love about it. And I think you can take that opportunity of everything being different and you can bring it in yourselves as well, right? Like every day is different. If you had a bad day yesterday in the world of baseball, I have 96 games in our schedule. So let's say game number 7 was not very good. I know that I've got game number 8 coming up and I can make up for what happened yesterday. So I think that it's important for you guys to think about what it is you want to do. And when you get a chance to learn from others in your field, first of all, don't be afraid to ask. I'm happy to answer any questions always. I have multiple people who come into my broadcast booth during the year. I actually developed a relationship with a current WONC sports broadcaster who I talk with almost daily now. He bounces questions off me all the time. I'm happy to answer. He actually interviewed me for a career piece that was in the newspaper recently. I don't know if you saw that or not, but asking about advice for college graduates and what to think of when they're moving forward. And so basically I imparted that same kind of wisdom on him. Like, look, if you have an opportunity to do something, jump at it. And so I want to make sure that you guys know that. And I want you guys to make sure that right here at WONC, when I was here, I had a chance to jump at it and jump right in and get to it and learn. And so that was the biggest thing to realize, that it was funny for me, first couple of years of college, you're taking all these required courses. And I was like, when do I get to do stuff in my major? Because besides being at the station, and doing things on a daily basis, I'm taking like these math and science courses. I'm like, come on. So I don't want to say I didn't really take them all that seriously, because obviously I did, but I was like, at some point I'm going to start getting into these like production courses and things. Right. And so when that opportunity came, that was the chance to really kind of go all in on it. And again, like I said, we did so many things during my time at North Central. We used to do high school games at North Central, actually. And so Zach would tell you that he was our halftime host. And so we kind of developed with Zach a halftime program a little bit to let those guys kind of have their own experience despite not being at the game and being away from things. So I would just say, make sure you're asking questions. And like I said, when you get a chance, take it and don't ever stop chasing that dream. My dream started here at North Central, and my dream continues to this day. And so I wish you guys the best as you move forward. As I mentioned, if you ever have any questions, Zach has my contact info. You can easily find me too. I'm happy to talk to you. And like I said, not just about sports, not just about radio or broadcasting. If you just have any other questions, feel free to send them my way. So awesome to see so many of you guys here. Like I said, this started when I was in college, and I was super excited about it then, and I'm glad to hear that it's growing and continuing. And obviously now we've got the option for the stream as well. Technology is a wonderful thing. And that's crazy to think about too, from when I started in radio to where it is now, how much the technology has changed. But I think the ability to change with it is another thing that you can kind of always take to make sure that you're kind of learning how to do things. And that's how you extend your career, by not becoming a one-dimensional person. So I would say make sure that if it's taking 10 traffic shifts at 6 o'clock in the morning just to get your voice on air and to learn and get a piece of paper in front of me. I'll never forget this. The sheet of paper with all the like traffic terms. I don't know if you still have it or not. It's like, today on 290, you're seeing red. So there was, and those are things too I always talk about whenever I get up in front of a group. Reading and listening help expand your knowledge of words and your ability to put those words into motion. One of my favorite broadcasters of all time, just recently retired, Doc Emmerich, in the NHL. And the thing that made Doc Emmerich so great was his knowledge of the English language. It wasn't necessarily that he was the greatest broadcaster in terms of his voice, but the way that he was able to dictate what was happening on the ice in words that you would have never thought of was absolutely incredible. So I would make sure that you're listening to others and reading, and that's going to help you guys kind of develop your own voice as well. So thanks so much for having me. Good luck to everybody. Like I said, congratulations for making it to this point. Understand that even if you don't win, it's great to be recognized and to be here. And I wish you guys the best of luck moving forward. Thank you, everybody.
Spoiler alert, that halftime show, we called ourselves the B team because we weren't good enough to be the A team. But we took it in stride. It was a good time. It was a good time. All right, our second guest today graduated from North Central College in 2019. That was my first year here as a general manager. So he was one of my first graduates. He used his experience at WONC to make a name for himself in the world of municipal governments. How does that work? So please join me in welcoming the Village of Lisle's Community Engagement Specialist, Joe Viso. Sorry.
Thank you, Zach. Good afternoon, students. It's a pleasure to speak with you all here today at the John Drury Awards at North Central College. I love returning to North Central from time to time to catch up with some old professors and walk down memory lane. I think back to all the great times I had here, meeting new friends, playing sports, and the all-nighters I did with $5 biggie bags from Wendy's during finals week. Nothing beats a Dave single with some fries and honey mustard and a medium Dr. Pepper at 3:45 in the morning, wondering what the great Spanish poets of the 1700s would like to hear about my opinion of their work. But also, I love coming back to North Central to visit WONC. Joining WONC has been one of the greatest decisions I made in my life. Now, it may have not seemed that way when I was on air from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., but looking back on it all, I wouldn't trade it for the world. This organization allows students to operate and run a legitimate radio station, and it taught me all kinds of responsibilities within a workplace environment, how to work with teams, outside organizations, customers, or in this case, listeners, and more importantly, just anybody like in downtown, other stores, and just other radio stations as well. Initially, yes, I graduated in 2019, and I did my best to try and get into broadcasting, and I told myself, it's okay. We got a whole year ahead of me with 2020. We'll find something. There you go. You know the punchline. But I did find a new home, taking all the skills I learned from Zach, WONC alums, North Central, and more into working for local governments. At this school and with WONC, I learned to be part of a team, a marketer, a personality, and a leader for the station, all of which would help me with my career in the public sector working for municipalities. My first job in this field came right at the end of 2019. I worked for DuPage County as their part-time multimedia specialist with the county board office. Under the guidance of the chief information officer, this job involved creating PSA videos, news releases, writing newsletters, social media postings, and anything else that involved getting messaging from the county to its residents. All of which came naturally to me thanks to everything I did in college. One of the first videos I had to make was for the upcoming 2020 census. You all know the census and how important it is. Now imagine taking all that information and why it's important and condensing it down to 60 seconds for a PSA on TV. and then do it again, but shorten it to 30 seconds for social media. To most, this might sound like a nightmare, but in radio business, this is your standard air break between songs. I read so many PSAs and written so many WNC promos that had to be within the 30 seconds someone had between AC/DC to Leonard Skinner. It felt so natural at this point in my life to take all this information and dissect it down into its essential information and get it across to viewers in 30 to 60 seconds. These skills will continue to benefit my work at the county, especially when the 2020 pandemic happened. PSA scripts, press releases, social media posts would change at a moment's notice during this time. The CDC and the DuPage Health Department were constantly making updates to share. Again, this might seem stressful for some not involved in radio, but while I was at WONC, I would cover live breaking news on air, and it was just another skill we learned. Watching a story constantly change and making updates became easy for me when I had to make updates to all of our written material about keeping people safe during the 2020 pandemic. In 2022, I left DuPage County and joined the Wheaton Park District as their marketing and events coordinator. This position involved marketing the Park District events to the public and managing those same events. Through the classes I took here at North Central for my broadcast and communications degree, I learned to develop a website, do social media marketing, and through the station, I was able to practice what I learned in class and apply it to WNC. This allowed me to get a great idea of what works on social media and how to promote the station's events within 2 to 3 sentences. I would also eliminate the 20 hashtags that management thought it would be cool to put in to make it seem like the Park District is really hip and cool, because I knew it just didn't work at WNC. But most importantly, the skill I gained at WNC was being the station manager my senior year. This skill taught me how to manage a team, and more importantly, how to be a team player while in the manager role. I worked closely with other students in the station to make WNC the best it could be. Being at campus events with them, constantly checking in with other departments to make sure they were good, talking to staff members one-on-one, and so much more. I took the same approach when managing my events at Wheaton Park District, checking in with staff at various stations throughout an event, relieving them of their duties so they can take a break for a bit, and helping them out if they got busy there. Staff would always look forward to working with me, and I got so much glee seeing other managers get visibly jealous when someone went, "Oh, sweet, Joe's managing the event, nice." Today, I've gone back to get my master's degree in public administration so that I can help manage local governments. And yes, that means I've gone back to Wendy's at 12 o'clock in the morning to get more biggie bags. I also work full-time at the Village of Lisle as a community engagement specialist. So if any of you are Lisle residents and you have any questions about our recent leaf collection program, please see me after the ceremony. And yes, I do have a podcast as well. I didn't write this one down, so I'm going to have to free ball it here. We review movies every Wednesday and everything. It's something that we did at the station, and it was a tremendous thing to do. We rebooted it during the 2020 pandemic because we had to find something to do while we were there, stuck in our houses. And since then, it's actually grown to where we get free screenings from certain movie studios. I got to see the recent Exorcist movie for free. I got to see Five Nights at Freddy's for free as well. Like, I got to see it ahead of time and everything. It was actually really cool. No matter where I go next, whether it's manager of a city, director of a county department, I know I would have never gotten there without the help of WNC and North Central College. The college has provided a one-of-a-kind experience by allowing students to swim in the deep end when it comes to being a part of a radio station, and has an excellent program for broadcast communications. I wish you all the best of luck with your future in this field. The working world is constantly evolving, and the skills you have learned and will continue to learn can evolve with it. If any of you would like to meet me after the ceremony, I'll be standing over there, and I'll be happy to answer more questions. Thank you.
Surprise, leaf collection information. Didn't know we'd have that today. Thank you, Joe. All right, time to get down to business. This year, we are honoring students, advisors, and stations in 18 categories. I'm going to go through the nominees in each category. We'll name third place, second place, and the winner. If they are in attendance today, third and second place will come up, receive their certificates. The winner or their station's representative, if they are in attendance, will come up and receive their school's trophy. And if they would like to say a few words, I will step to the side so you can feel free to say something. We are going to kick off our awards with the nominees for Best Website. WBFH.FM, WBFH, Bloomfield Hills High School. www.ptfm.org, WWPT Staples High School, WLTL.net, WLTL Lyons Township High School, WNTHradio.com, WNTH New Trier High School, 887thepulse.org, KVIT East Valley Institute of Technology. In third place, 887thepulse.org, KVIT East Valley Institute of Technology. In second place, WLTL.net, WLTL Lyons Township High School. And the winner for best website is WBFH.FM, WBFH Bloomfield Hills High School.
Wow. Thanks, Zach. I'm speechless. This is incredible. Thank you very much for this award. I can't tell you how many hours, days, weeks, months I taught myself how to code so that I could do the HTML, and I kept abreast of all of the upgrades in the language and stuff like that. But it's very important, especially for you in your station, to get your message out there. So I thank you very much. I don't know what to say. I'm flabbergasted. So thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. The nominees for best use of social media are EVIT Radio's 4th Annual Senior Salute, KVIT East Valley Institute of Technology, WBFH Instagram, WBFH Bloomfield Hills High School, WLTL Instagram, WLTL Lyons Township High School, 88.1 The Park Facebook page, WSDP Plymouth Canton Community Schools, Teen Takes Podcast Instagram, WPPB Anderson Career and Technology Center. In third place, EVIT Radio's 4th Annual Senior Salute, KVIT East Valley Institute of Technology. In second place, Teen Takes Podcast Instagram, WPPB Anderson Career and Technology Center. The winner for best use of social media is 88.1 The Park Facebook page, WSDP Plymouth Canton Community Schools. And I don't believe we have a representative here, but congratulations. All right, on to our audio portion. The nominees for best newscast are Will Stroka, WLTL News, May 9th, 2023, WLTL Lyons Township High School. Aiden Moore, Pulse News Update, KVIT East Valley Institute of Technology. Sophia Loisel, STEM News You Can Use, KMIH Mercer Island High School. Charlie Scott, May 5th, 2023, WWPT Staples High School. Anuya Shetty and Avneet Pander, News File at 5:30, WSDP Plymouth Canton Community Schools. In third place, Sophia Loisel, STEM News You Can Use, KMIH Mercer Island High School. In second place, Charlie Scott, May 5th, 2023, WWPT Staples High School. In local news, the first block of what Phoenix refers to as the zone has finally been cleared. The homeless encampment took more than 5 hours of breaking down tents and clearing trash and debris. The winner for best newscast is Aiden Moore, Pulse News Update, KVIT East Valley Institute of Technology.
I'm obviously not Aiden, so I accept this award on his behalf, and I know that he will be super excited when I text him when this is over. Thank you.
Congratulations, Aiden. The nominees for Best News Feature Story are Patrick Mahoney, Jason Patel, WGBK Glenbrook North High School, Maya Brody, Breaking Barriers, Girls Sports, WWPT Staples High School, Bianca Grodecki, Google Resignation AI, KVIT East Valley Institute of Technology, Porter Hand, FFA, WPPB Anderson Career and Technology Center, Kenzie Babawi and Tracy Shia, Bulldog Radio Unleashed AI Writing, WBNH Bedford High School. In third place, Kenzie Babawi and Tracy Shia, Bulldog Radio Unleashed AI Writing, WBNH Bedford High School. In second place, Maya Brody, Breaking Barriers, Girls Sports, WWPT Staples High School.
In a seismic industry shakeup, the renowned father of AI has resigned from Google, leaving a void that reverberates throughout the tech world. With a storied career and groundbreaking contributions to AI.
The winner for Best News Feature Story is Bianca Grodecki, Google Resignation AI, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology.
I'm not Bianca either. I accept this award on her behalf. She is a freshman at Northern Arizona University. So I will be reaching out to her in Flagstaff to let her know the good news. Thank you.
The nominees for Best Public Affairs Program are Rohan Bakshi, Timeout Radio, Keeping Tahoe Blue, KDRT, Da Vinci Charter Academy. Mina Edwards, Community Connection, WPPB, Anderson Career and Technology Center. Rebecca Freeman, The Public Pulse, Amplify Voices, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology. Owen Pulley, Max Gilly, Jessica Ott-Rash, and Ryan Smith, WTFD Community Day Coverage, WBDG, Ben Davis High School. Mia Tamarkin, Discussing Epilepsy with Dr. Emily Fan, KMIH, Mercer Island High School. In third place, Mina Edwards, Community Connection, WPPB, Anderson Career and Technology Center. In second place, Rebecca Freeman, The Public Pulse, Amplify Voices, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology.
Dr. Fan is an epileptologist at Overlake Medical Center. An epileptologist is someone who specializes in helping and treating patients diagnosed with epilepsy. I'm interested in the field of medicine, and I know there's so many different avenues that one.
The winner for Best Public Affairs Program is Mia Tamarkin, Discussing Epilepsy with Dr. Emily Fan, KMIH, Mercer Island High School. The nominees for Best Station Promo are Allie Schmidt, The Morning Metal Show, KDPS, Des Moines Public High School Central Campus. Charlie Scott, WWPT Promo, WWPT Staples High School. Anthony Prather and Bo Gaspard, Rhythm Review Promo, WBRH, Baton Rouge Magnet High School. Gus Martinez, EVIT Expo Electrical, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology. Christopher Bay, Power Upgrade, WCYT Homestead High School. In third place, Allie Schmidt, The Morning Metal Show, KDPS, Des Moines Public High School Central Campus. In second place, Christopher Bay, Power Upgrade, WCYT Homestead High School.
Sad. Sitting on the dock of the bay to Motown. In New Orleans R&B.
The winner for Best Station Promo is Anthony Prather and Bo Gaspard, Rhythm Review Promo, WBRH, Baton Rouge Magnet High School. The nominees for Best PSA are Gabe Efros, Sportsmanship, WBFH, Bloomfield Hills High School. Nick Schultz, Veterans PTSD, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology. Kevin Geek, Teen Mental Health, WGBK, Glenbrook North High School. Daniel Stein, Don't Vape, WNTH, New Trier High School. Natalia Childs and Kaylee Raymond, Internet Safety, WPPB, Anderson Career and Technology Center. In third place, Kevin Geek, Teen Mental Health, WGBK, Glenbrook North High School. In second place, Nick Schultz, Veterans PTSD, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology.
Schooling was actually recently banned by the FDA under the Attorney General's office. And on top of it being illegal, it's just not good for your lungs. I want to have lungs by the time I'm 22. Really? I never knew it was bad for you.
The winner for Best PSA is Daniel Stein, Don't Vape, WNTH, New Trier High School. The nominees for Best Sports Play-by-Play are Max Gilly, Landon Nelson, and Jessica Ott-Rash, Ben Davis at Noblesville Girls Basketball, WBDG Ben Davis High School, Anthony Gary, Braxton Hall, Noah Johanningsmeyer, and Noah Lance, Homestead at Northrop Basketball, WCYT Homestead High School, Devin Jarvis and Mason Siskind, Staples Lacrosse versus Darien, WWPT Staples High School, Annabelle Hegarty and Sophia Azano, MIHS Girls Basketball Playoffs, KMIH Mercer Island High School. In third place, Devin Jarvis and Mason Siskind, Staples Lacrosse versus Darien, WWPT Staples High School. In second place, Anthony Gary, Braxton Hall, Noah Johanningsmeyer, and Noah Lance, Homestead at Northrop Basketball, WCYT Homestead High School.
All the way up to Dex. Dex. Oh, it's by Caitlin Monahan. Students actually love that. I love that too.
The winner for Best Sports Play-by-Play is Annabelle Hegarty and Sophia Azano, MIHS Girls Basketball Playoffs, KMIH Mercer Island High School. See, this is the thing about having a nationwide competition. Not everybody can be with us today, but that's okay. The nominees for Best Sports Talk Program are Ajay Manas, Noah Perlman, and Max Hughes, Moving the Chains, KMIH Mercer Island High School. Sam Vineyard, Max Walchuk, Ray Waliuski, and Eric Romer, Tuesday Power Hour, WLTL, Lyons Township High School. Adam Beadle and Jason Ritchie, ASU Spring Game, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology. Magdalena Leonard and Evie Keogh, The End Zone, WBFH, Bloomfield Hills High School. Jimmy Johnston, By Hawks, For Hawks, Dave and Sarah, WMTH, Maine South High School. In third place, Magdalena Leonard and Evie Keogh, The End Zone, WBFH, Bloomfield Hills High School. Yes, you each get one. You don't have to share. In second place, Adam Beadle and Jason Ritchie, ASU Spring Game, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology.
I think the idea is fair, and it's true that Major League has plenty of money. Like, they have just insane amounts of money, and a lot of it is going not into, I mean, obviously it's going to the top players into their pockets, but also like the presidents, the CEOs.
The winner for Best Sports Talk Program is AJ Manis, Noah Perlman, and Max Hughes, Moving the Chains, KMIH, Mercer Island High School. The nominees for Best Sportscast are Charlie Scott and Elise Eisenberger, Daily Sports Update, WWPT Staples High School. Aiden Moore, Pulse Sports Update, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology. Gil McDonald and Dylan Shobe, Sports with Gil and Dylan, KMIH, Mercer Island High School. Sam Vineyard, May 24th, 2023, WLTL, Lyons Township High School. Nathaniel Behrens, News File at 530 Sports, WSDP, Plymouth Canton Community Schools. In third place, Sam Vineyard, May 24th, 2023, WLTL, Lyons Township High School. In second place, Nathaniel Behrens, News File at 530 Sports, WSDP, Plymouth Canton Community Schools.
The anticipation is building as the countdown continues to Game 5 tonight for the Suns and the Nuggets. With the best-of-7 series deadlocked at 2 games apiece, momentum and a 3-2 series lead is up for grabs tonight.
The winner for Best Sportscast is Aiden Moore, Pulse Sports Update, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology.
I'm not Aiden Moore either. Accepting this award on behalf of Aiden. I still have to finish texting him from the last one, but I'm sure that he is going to be extremely excited. Thank you, guys.
The nominees for Best Radio Drama, and keep in mind there are a lot of people involved in each of these, so these are quite long. Radio Production Period 4 and Theater 3 class, Alice in Wonderland Part 2, WWPT, Staples High School. Riley Elrod and Jonathan Hayden, Whodunit, WPPB, Anderson Career and Technology Center. Blake Anderson, Michael Essig, Izza Varani, Sean O'Rourke, Amy Fawley, Daniel Stein, Raina Patel, and Phoebe Fox. See, I told you. Spooky Stories, WNTH, New Trier High School. Elliot Boyd, Reagan Vaughn, Luke Baird, Kendall Elder, Thomas Billups, Charlie Relford, and Cameo Smith, The Lodger, WMTN, St. Andrews Sewanee School. Kalila Bandel, Parrish Johnson, and Lila Wiesberger, Santaland Diaries, WBRH, Baton Rouge Magnet High School. In third place, Riley Elrod and Jonathan Hayden, Whodunit, WPPB, Anderson Career and Technology Center. In second place, Radio Production Period 4 and Theater 3 class, Alice in Wonderland Part 2, WWPT Staples High School.
Ellie watched him through the crack in the door. Finally, she went in with more tea.
More tea, Mr. Sleuth?
Thank you, Miss Bunting, but I don't care for any more tea. You're very kind, but I have to go on with my work now, if you'll excuse me.
The winner for Best Radio Drama is Elliot Boyd, Reagan Vaughn, Luke Baird, Kendall Elder, Thomas Billups, Charlie Relford, and Cameo Smith. The Lodger, WMTN, St. Andrews Sewanee School. The nominees for Best Podcast are Devin Jarvis, This Is a Recording, Season 4, Episode 1, WWPT, Staples High School. Nathaniel Bradley, Real Champions, Michelle Howry, WMTH, Maine South High School. Jackson Bragman, Bragman Breakdown, NBA Christmas Day Recap, WBFH, Bloomfield Hills High School. Cameo Smith and Kendall Elder, Sun and Moon Podcast, Episode 2, WMTN, St. Andrew Sewanee School. Porter Hand, Rain McLeese, and Caitlin James, Teen Takes, WPPB Anderson Career and Technology Center. In third place, Porter Hand, Rain McLeese, and Caitlin James, Teen Takes, WPPB Anderson Career and Technology Center. In second place, Nathaniel Bradley, Real Champions, Michelle Howry, WMTH, Maine South High School.
We might be talking about some silly things today. I know I will. I'm going to be talking about the Mandela effect and aliens, and we're not saying we believe this.
Yeah.
The winner for Best Podcast is Cameo Smith and Kendall Elder, Sun and Moon Podcast, Episode 2, WMTN, St. Andrews Sewanee School. The nominees for Best DJ are Max Gilly, WBDG, Ben Davis High School. Charlie Scott, WWPT, Staples High School. Hannah Toms, WSDP, Plymouth Canton Community Schools. Caitlin Fitzgerald, WBNH, Bedford High School. Michael Walsh and Katie Bayer, WLTL, Lyons Township High School. In third place, Max Gilly, WBDG, Ben Davis High School. In second place, Caitlin Fitzgerald, WBNH, Bedford High School.
You just had too much to eat at the barbecue and your bell bottoms are feeling a little tight? You better rip off those platform shoes and strap on those short shorts because we're dusting off the Richard Simmons VHS tape.
The winner for Best DJ is Charlie Scott, WWPT, Staples High School.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I think first I just got to give shout out to my parents, obviously, for especially in those early years, driving me back and forth, studio and back. One thing I specifically remember when I was writing for this and planning for it, the fire alarm went off because Staples players was using a smoke machine. And it actually happened twice. So they cleared it. We went back inside and then we had to go back outside. But yeah, also huge thanks to Devin Jarvis, who's right there, and Zach Brody, who couldn't be here today. Absolutely amazing mentors, amazing friends. And Henry Manning, Elise, Maya, Spada, all my friends. And of course, Mr. Hyder as well. Best teacher ever, and an amazing station advisor and mentor. So thank you.
The nominees for Best Talk Show are Grace Go and Anatoly Odievich, Neural Network Models, KMIH, Mercer Island High School. Charlie Scott and Henry Manning, Real Revelations, WWPT, Staples High School. Matthew Walsh and Lily Dodge, The Buzz, Episode 2, WLTL, Lyons Township High School. Quentin Lasky, The Lasky Factor, WMTH, Maine East High School. Elliot Boyd, Kendall Elder, Cameo Smith, and Thomas Billups, Ask Elliot, Episode 6, Holiday Edition, WMTN, St. Andrew Sewanee School. In third place, Charlie Scott and Henry Manning, Real Revelations, WWPT, Staples High School. In second place, Elliot Boyd, Kendall Elder, Cameo Smith, and Thomas Billups, Ask Elliot, Episode 6, Holiday Edition, WMTN, St. Andrew Sewanee School.
Lily, what makes you happy?
I was actually just gonna say cookie dough ice cream.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Like Tate's cookie dough ice cream. Oh, chef's kiss. It is so amazing.
The winner for Best Talk Show is Matthew Walsh and Lily Dodge, The Buzz, Episode 2, WLTL, Lyons Township High School.
Really, I'm not Lily Dodge. I am also not Matthew Walsh. However, two people that I've got to work with to a tremendous extent. Matthew Walsh is right now continuing his radio career at Berklee College of Music, one of the hardest workers I know, and very well deserved. And Lily Dodge, who I get to work under as she is the senior music manager on a daily basis, also extremely hard worker. Could not ask for a better group of people to be around. I know they're very appreciative of this award, and on their behalf, thank you.
The nominees for Best Specialty Music Show are Emma Coden, Back in Time, WBFH, Bloomfield Hills High School. Matthew Walsh, Harlem Cultural Festival, WLTL, Lyons Township High School. Cooper Sadler, Cooper's Album Analysis, Igor, WWPT, Staples High School. Sam Pador, My Back Pages, Interview with Arlo Guthrie, KMIH, Mercer Island High School. Kenneth Simmons, Music from Another Time, WMTN, St. Andrews Sewanee School. In third place, Cooper Sadler, Cooper's Album Analysis, Igor, WWPT, Staples High School. In second place, Sam Pador, My Back Pages, Interview with Arlo Guthrie, KMIH, Mercer Island High School.
We're continuing our journey of playing the music from the 1969 Harlem Cultural Festival. My Girl was written by Smokey Robinson and Ronnie White. This song was The Temptations' first U.S. #1 single.
The winner for Best Specialty Music Show is Matthew Walsh, Harlem Cultural Festival, WLTL, Lyons Township High School.
I'm still not Matthew Walsh, and on his behalf, I think he just wants to thank everyone he gets to work around on a daily basis. I was texting him this morning, and he could not be happier to have had this experience in his 4 years at WLTL and is now inspiring him to carry on his radio journey. So thank you.
So that brings us to our final three categories of our ceremony today. The first is Broadcaster of the Year. To be eligible for this award, students needed to submit entries into several categories showing great versatility and skill in different areas of broadcasting. I'd like to recognize all the qualifying students in this year's competition, so please hold your applause until all of them have been mentioned. Alex Carlson, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology. Elise Eisenberger, WWPT, Staples High School. Rebecca Freeman, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology. Max Gilly, WBDG, Ben Davis High School. Jake Grip, WLTL, Lyons Township High School. Bianca Grodecki, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology. Jack Hull, WLTL, Lyons Township High School. Henry Manning, WWPT, Staples High School. Aiden Moore, KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology. Charlie Scott, WWPT, Staples High School. Catherine Spada, WWPT, Staples High School. Did I say that wrong? Spada. I'll say it again. Catherine Spada, WWPT, Staples High School. I want to say it right. Caden Stack, WLTL, Lyons Township High School. While all these students have shown their versatility, skill, and great promise as young broadcasters, only one can be named the John Drury High School Radio Awards Broadcaster of the Year. This year, that honor is awarded to Charlie Scott, WWPT, Staples High School.
Thank you again very much. Really honored. All the same thank yous from before still apply. I think I really just got to harp on two of them though. My parents, I know I said they drove me back and forth from the studio, but that's just such a small part of it. All the support really means a lot. And I also got to harp more on Mr. Hyder. Honestly, the GOAT, really not much else to be said about that. So thank you so much for all your support. And yeah, thank you guys.
So one thing that all these radio stations represented here today have in common is a dedicated, hardworking advisor overseeing the growth and success of young broadcasters. Not only are they striving to teach them the skills to be the future of broadcasting, but they do make my job a lot easier if they come to me at WONC, for which I do give my undying gratitude. I really do. But I would like to take a moment to recognize all of the advisors who spend countless hours teaching full loads of classes, grading homework, preparing things for their classes, all while running great radio stations. So please thank me and please join me in thanking them for all that they do. It's hard for me to clap right now. So this year, the recipient of the Best Radio Station Advisor is being recognized not just as a great radio advisor, but someone who gives young people the tools they need beyond the walls of their radio station and to be the best version of themselves wherever they may be. Students say that this advisor has created an inclusive environment where all can be carefree and feel like they're part of a family, never forcing anyone to participate, but always feel like they're part of a family and encourage them to explore. Always willing to put in the extra hours, this advisor has shown a dedication to their students that has clearly left a positive mark. The unsung hero, as one student put it, never takes any credit and is known for saying, "This is not about me, it's about you guys." The recipient of the award for Best Radio Station Advisor is Gino Hyder, WWPT, Staples High School.
Well, once again, this isn't about me. It's about all you guys as well too. But so in social situations, a lot of people ask me what I do, for a living, and I've been teaching for over 30 years. And I try to explain to them what we do in radio. And I'm curious, has anybody, I've never tried chocolate before. I've never had chocolate. Have you ever had chocolate? Have you ever tasted it? Can you describe it for me? What does chocolate taste like? Somebody says heaven, right? So for me, it's like I can't explain what happens in that room on 70 North Avenue at WWPT. It's so difficult. So I say to them, I said, well, the only way you're going to know what chocolate tastes like is by trying it. So I'm fortunate enough to be able to try it every single day with these students. It's absolutely a joy. Got the best gig in the world. And thanks so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Congratulations again to the recipient of the Best Radio Station Advisor, Gino, WWPT Staples High School. So that brings us to our final award of the day, the award for Best High School Radio Station. And before I name this year's recipient, I'd like to say this was without a doubt the most competitive year and most enjoyable year for me as the coordinator of the competition. I got to listen to everything, every submission. I read all of the submissions for advisor. I looked at all the social media stuff. I looked at everything. I was blown away by the depth of skill and maturity, the overall quality of the entries this year. The students in this competition every year show me that the future of radio broadcasting is bright because you dive into topics that matter deeply to you without hesitation, and you showcase production skills and on-air skills that I could have only dreamed of when I was your age. There's no doubt in my mind, whatever the future holds for you, there's absolutely a place for you in radio, and I would love it if you chose North Central College. As I said, this was the closest the competition has been in my time as the coordinator of the Drury Awards, and you all should be very proud of the work that you've done. I am honored to grant the award for the 2022-2023 John Drury High School Radio Awards Best High School Radio Station to KVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology.
We're a small traveling crew as we made our way here from Phoenix. I'm Dave Jude, radio audio production instructor, teach the radio side. To my left, your right is Michael Malice, the general manager of 88.7 The Pulse. And I have Jason Ritchie and Nick Schultz, who were both finalists for two different categories here. So this is the second time I've been up here for this award, but the first time was during COVID. And so we were kind of, I think that day, and I kind of felt that way just now, that day when our name popped up on the screen, we had a Zoom call going with all of our students and administration and really wasn't expecting to see our name. And I said, holy crap, we won. And that's kind of how I just felt right now sitting in the chair because of what Zach said. And because if you listened to where all the students that won today, it was from all over the place. And I knew that it was going to be whoever came away with Station of the Year. I knew it was going to be, as Zach said, a very, very close competition. First, congratulations to all of you who've been able to come up here and accept an award here today. You guys should be really, really proud of your efforts. As Zach said, I'm excited too that we, the adults, are amongst the future radio professionals and the people that are going to keep the industry going. I thought, like this morning, maybe I should jot a few words down. And then I thought, no, because if I do that, this is going to be a waste of time. So I'm going off the cuff here. Just a couple of thank yous. When I won the advisor award like 4 or 5 years ago, I almost forgot to thank my wife. And Chris Thomas, good friend from WLTL, was like videotaping it, and he was about to say, "Thank your wife." She was back home listening and watching on the stream, so I will remember her first. And she traveled with us to be the cheerleader this weekend. So my #1 fan, whether I was a broadcaster for ESPN in Chicago or now a teacher for 8 years in Arizona, has always been her. So my first thank you is to Teresa. I know that my father-in-law, who was a public school teacher for 30 years in Pennsylvania, I know that he would be really, really happy right now. So I can smile about that. Thanking the other people up here. I mean, Michael Malice, our general manager, this is his second year with us. He helped revitalize our program. We went through a really difficult stretch a couple of years ago, and we had a difficult school year. We had one of our instructors pass away from cancer, and we may have had a general manager who wasn't a really great fit for the program, and we didn't share the same vision. And then Michael came in at the start of the school year last year, and I told my students and my administrators, I told them, I said, for the first time in 8 years as an educator, I feel great going to work every day, because I'm not just working with the students, but I get to go work with people that I really enjoy working with on an everyday basis. And Michael is that. So thank you to him, and just to all the fantastic students. Am I missing anybody? Our administrator, Ms. Paula Corbin, who wished us luck and then told me that she's coming out next year. I'm going with you next year. Like, we can't wait. We can't wait to have her. Her support, Dana Kuhn was our previous administrator, and her support too. And just EVIT in general as a school, helping to sustain the radio audio production program and allowing us the opportunity to work with fantastic guys like these every day. That it? Okay, here's Michael really quick.
I just wanted to say one thing. First of all, congratulations to everybody, all the students, all the advisors. And I just have one message for the students. And it's a message that we talk about at EVIT all the time with our students. I look around all of you, and you guys are just immensely talented. But I also look around and I see the advisors and your parents and your family and your friends that have supported you. So the message that I have to you, as you're sitting in this room celebrating your success. I'm much older than you guys. I was very fortunate. I had a wonderful career in broadcasting. And this is the second chapter of my life, being able to work with wonderful students and advisors like I am now. And the message that I have to you is, think about your advisors and all the people that have helped you along the way. And I hope that you guys all make a promise to me and to everybody else this day when you leave. And that is that if you're as passionate about this business as we all are, and as I believe you all are today, that you agree to pay it forward, and you agree to mentor the students of the future. And when you're the #1 personalities at a radio station, or a sports broadcaster, or a play-by-play announcer, or a sales manager, or a general manager, or a chief engineer, that you think about the people that helped you along the way, and you make it a point to help those young people like yourselves as you grow in your business. Thank you all very much, and congratulations.
All right, congratulations to all the nominees and winners this year. I've said it already, and I'll keep saying it. The future of radio is very bright. And with the talent in this room today and on our stream, we are, it is more evident than ever that we have great talent here. Continue honing your craft, whether it's on air, the production studio, social media, podcasting, whatever it is that your passion is, follow that. Even if you decide to take a career path outside of radio, outside of broadcasting, outside of media, the skills that you are sharpening now, those will be invaluable. Thank you to our alumni guests today, Tim Calderwood and Joe Viso. Thank you to my students, because I could not do this without you. Thank you to North Central College, the maintenance department, ITS, Parkhurst Food Service for setting everything up for us today. Thank you to the advisors who dedicate so much time to growing the young broadcasters who we have honored here today. Thank you to the parents who take such great care of our young broadcasters and show them support as well. Before you leave today, I do have certificates for everybody. So if someone from each school who is present could come up and grab your folder. I have one for each school. Everybody who is not in attendance, I will be mailing everything out next week. Awards, certificates and everything. So feel free to take some pictures, grab some more food if you'd like, spend time with one another. If you would like to see the radio station afterward, some of my students will be walking over there shortly. So you will be able to tour the radio station if you would like. Thank you again for taking part in the 2022-2023 John Drury High School Radio Awards, and I hope to see you again here next year.